All right. I think we are live here at the 2019 MRDA Championships here in lovely Denver, Colorado. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I am Sonia Blade. We're about to get ready with game number 15 on Championship Sunday. Sorry, we are just having some roster difficulties.
Not rosters.
Anyway, we are going to see Southern Discomfort taking on the hometown crowd, Denver Roller Derby. Johnny Pepper, who have we got on the Southern Discomfort side?
Southern Discomfort, the Knights of Discomfort are represented by 0191 Brains, 08 Kaizen, number 087 Leah, number 1 Ferris Dueler, number 101 Blitzkrieg, number 1314 Robert the Bruise, number 14 Sam Droid, number 15 Skelton, number 1664 Jam Master J, number 254 Fluke, number 5 Shane Asbit, number 6283 Spectral, number 666 Reaper, number 76 Illbilly, who's also the captain, and 929, that's Thornflakes, and he had a birthday on Friday. They're coached by Delta Strike, Skatey Perry, and Hypes. Who's for Denver Ground Control?
For your hometown crowd, we've got number 11, Cruz, 13, Spicy, 18, Ferguson, 1984, Williams, 207, Judgment Day, 257, Schneider, number 4 is Baby Stelly, 40, Broderick, 43, Chris with a K, 45 is Panty-Depressant, 72, none other than Justin Stelly, number 77, Cotton, 8, Hunter, 89 is Rivera, and 98 is Sparrow. And they are coached by Disco Acres, D-Ray Doll, and Rachel Blackman.
Absolutely. We're almost ready to get back to... We're ready to start this action in Game 15. Ferguson's going to be wearing the star for Denver, and Blitzkrieg, the jammer record for Southern Discomfort.
And, of course, these teams battling out for 5th and 6th place, if I am not mistaken. Blitzkrieg will come out with the first lead of the game. Ferguson getting sent to the penalty box with a cut track penalty. So, starting off with a power jam for So Disco.
Blitzkrieg scoring fast, putting up 4 points already on the board and coming around on another scoring pass as I speak.
Blitzkrieg coming in, Cotton with that force out, but not quite all the way. Blitzkrieg coming in, puts up a full 4-4.
That's 8 points so far in this jam. What a lovely Sunday afternoon we're having here.
Championship Sunday, and it is game day here in Denver in more ways than one. Blitzkrieg coming in for another scoring pass. Ferguson with the star in hand. Ferguson looks like he would want to pass the star. Unfortunately, cover fell on the ground. He will have to retrieve it before passing it to his pivot. That is Judgment Day. And it looks like he will opt to keep that star cover. So Disco calling that one off, earning 15 points.
Jam number 1 in the books. Fluke's going to be the jammer record for Southern Discomfort, and Sparrow's going to wear the star for the Denver Ground Control. And what will be jam number 2 of Game 15?
Sorry, I had to pause for a moment so that the family could get their picture. They're so proud.
Absolutely.
So Disco moving back with that tripod to take away Sparrow's space, not giving him room to run. Fluke is at the back of the pack. Getting bumped to that outfield, bridged back by Broderick. Sparrow taking a trip to that outfield himself. Will be bridged back by Robert DeBruise. Blockers tumbling at the top of turns 3.5. And it looks like Sparrow will come out on top with lead. Fluke moving furiously, and Baby Stelly with the force out earns a trip to that 808 roller skate penalty box.
Thank you, 808. Those 4 whistles brings that jam to a close.
Denver putting their first 2 points on the board of the game.
It's important to get those first 2 points because then you break the ice and you can get as many points as you need to win the game.
Absolutely. Nobody likes a shutout, but as we've seen time and time again over the weekend, it doesn't matter if you don't score in the first few jams. You can still win the ultimate game.
The Knights of Discomfort are going to put Reaper up on the line, and
we've got Stelly jamming for Denver ground control. Southern Discomfort taking away all of Stelly's space. Looks like Cotton is moving in to split those blockers apart. He will be assisted by Chris with a K. And they are forced to abandon that strategy and try to block Reaper, who finds room to run on that inside and hits it and quits it.
I've watched Reaper skate all weekend. He's using that frame to his advantage. I like seeing that. 4 points, called it off. Ferris Jeweler's going to be wearing the star for Southern Discomfort. Panty Depressant going to be the jammer record for Denver ground control. Yeah. 5 seconds called on the floor.
Blockers scrambling to get into position, form those tripods, while Ferris Jeweler comes into play. Panty Depressant at the back of the pack. Southern Discomfort 3-wall moving seamlessly in front. Baby Stelly hoping to separate them enough. Looks like lead status has been awarded to Ferris Jeweler, but Denver ground control blockers were quick to reform in front. Rivera slowing Ferris Jeweler down, and looks like we'll earn a penalty for that one. Sent to the 808 roller skate penalty box, joined by Panty Depressant.
On a track cut to the 808 penalty box. Meanwhile, Ferris Jeweler still trying to get through that pack. Denver locking down that defense over there in turn number 2.
Baby Stelly quick to waterfall in front, will be joined by number 257, Schneider. Not going to make it an easy scoring pass for Ferris Jeweler, but some beautiful footwork on that inside will earn those 4 points.
808 penalty box kind of full right now, like they're giving away candy over there.
Giving away candy? It's not even Halloween yet.
It's close enough for candy. I seen you have some candy yesterday, and you got all emotional about that candy. Is it different from where you at?
Well, us Canadians have a few different kinds that you don't have down here, which isn't usually the case. Usually it's stuff that we find in America. We have more variety, but us Canadians have that Coffee Crisp and Smarties, so I had to share that love with our American counterparts. There's Ferris Jeweler putting up another full scoring pass.
Meanwhile, Panty Depressant out of the box and back into the action on the track. Getting knocked to the outside, forced to recycle. That is Spectral anchoring that defense for the Knights of Discomfort.
Panty Depressant getting bumped to that outside. Ground control 4-wall at the front, putting up a solid line of defense, securing 9 points for Southern Discomfort.
Oh my. When we get back to the action on the track, that is Stelly going to be wearing the star for the ground control, and Jam Master J, the jammer record for Southern Discomfort. Fun fact about Jam Master J, he was once on an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, and that is a extremely fitting name to select. Stelly is at the top of the pack, but it looks like Jam Master J will get room to run on that inside line. Lead goes to So Disco.
That's a streak of 3 right now.
Judgment Day, the last line of defense at the top of that pack. Jam Master J prevails, puts 4 on the board. Stelly earning that initial pass. And Jam Master J will call that one off from the ground, earning 1 more point. Denver still holding strong with those first 2 points scored in jam number 2.
I want to talk about our good friends over at Roller Derby Elite, the choice of champions, fast enough for Rollamite and high-performance roller skates. For more information, go to rollerderbyelite.com. I pause for dramatic effect in between those words. Right? Who do we got on the line there, Sonia?
Looks like we've got Ferguson hunkering down with that star for Denver ground control. Fluke was quick to get to the top of that pack. Ground control with a free wall ready and waiting. Ferguson quick to get back on his feet. Lead has not been awarded because of the no pass and no point. Lead is still open and will be awarded to Fluke. And Fluke will call that one off. We will reset and start this all over again.
It'll be interesting to see if they keep the same jammers out there, since they really didn't skate very long into that jam.
They didn't get a chance to show off their talents.
No,
but
they're swapping out.
let's give them a little bit of a break before they head out there to back to work.
Reaper will be the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort, and that is Stelly wearing the hat for the ground control.
Stelly with the star-spangled skates, taking a jersey assist off of Cotton, but Reaper was just too quick. Gets that lead. Stelly giving him a run for his money. The jammer race is underway. Pack is picking up speed.
That is a jammer race for sure.
Reaper sprinting through that pack, secures a lone point, calls it off, and we will have a team timeout brought to you on behalf of Southern Discomfort.
And RollerDerbyMerch.com, making merch great again. We don't claim to be musicians, but we do claim to offer the coolest styles and the wildest products for your derby team. Cowbells? Yeah. Water bottles? You betcha. Jerseys? Duh. We have it all, and we'll get it to you fast. We're skater-owned and skater-operated. Need ideals? Hit us up. We'd love to help. That is RollerDerbyMerch.com. Also want to say hi to our good friends at 5 on 5 Media and Leslie, who's been doing a great job all weekend, keeping that stream going through some difficulties, I might add. And thank you so much for your patience. Thanks for watching. Go to the website. Get a digital subscription and save the trees. That'd be really, really cool. What did you want to say? I'm sorry for interrupting.
No worries. Let's take a quick look at how these two teams got here. Southern Discomfort falling to Texas on day number 1. That was the second upset of the weekend. And then winning versus Golden State. That brings them to this game today. I will tell Denver's story at the conclusion of the next jam or at the most convenient break.
Sparrow's going to wear the star for the ground control, and that looks like Ferris Jeweler jamming for the Knights of Discomfort.
That's number 95, Thornflakes, in the middle of that ground control free wall, splitting them apart. That'll get Ferris Jeweler through, but not with lead. Lead will go to Sparrow. Sparrow opting to call that one off immediately.
Denver breaks a 5-in-a-row streak with that league designation.
All right, so Denver's journey to get to this game number 15, they pulled off a huge upset against Austin in game number 1, losing to St. Louis Gatekeepers at the end of Friday, winning against Montpellier and winning against New World Order. So this will be their 5th game. Hard work for Denver this weekend.
That is a lot of hard work, especially since they're hosting and being such a gracious host. Ferguson wearing the star for the ground control. That is Jam Master J, the jammer record, and your lead jammer for jam number 9.
Ferguson only about a quarter track behind. Jam Master J opting to get some face time, but Ferguson was just too quick. That'll force Jam Master J to call it off 0-0.
It's a point-free jam.
Our 808 roller skate penalty box currently with 2 blockers on the Southern Discomfort side, so pack advantage will go to Denver. Denver hoping to add some points to their total, still holding strong at those 2 points picked up in jam number 2. We're going to go into jam number 10, where we'll see Stelly up against Fluke.
Both jammers up on their toe stops, trying to get through that pack.
Stelly trying to take a jersey assist off of Broderick to keep him from going out of bounds. Unfortunately, he had to reset, do it again, but that only held him at bay for a moment. He still picks up lead.
Stelly found that giant hole on the inside and slipped right through.
And for a Team USA speed skater, you do not want to give lane number 1.
You do not want to give that inside
lane. That is exactly what they are aiming for.
4 points on that pass for Stelly. Meanwhile, Fluke surfs through the pack and gets done with his initial. Cleared to score.
Stelly running through that pack, looking at his bench for instructions, opting to call that one off. Did it happen in time? No. Southern Discomfort will come out with 2 points, but Denver quadrupling their score, bringing them to 10 points.
We do have a ground control blocker and 2 Southern Discomfort blockers off in the 808 penalty box. So we will be a little short out there on the track to start Jam 11. Reaper's going to be the jammer record for the Southern Discomfort and Panty Depressant, wearing the star for the ground control.
Pack giving the Jammers a running start. Panty Depressant takes full advantage, gets the lead for Denver. Reaper not far behind, so this will have to be a quick hit it and quit it on behalf of Panty Depressant. Gets forced out by Illbilly. Unfortunately, looks like Reaper had scored 3 points. 2 points going to Denver. So Southern Discomfort will be sitting at 40, Denver at 12.
17:20 left in this first frame. Stelly will be the jammer record for the ground control when we start this next jam. Ferris Jeweler is going to be the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort.
1 blocker apiece in our 808 roller skate penalty box, but both are standing, so it won't be too long before we're back to full 5 versus 5. Stelly hugging that outside line, tiptoeing on those toe stops, making it look beautiful as he gets lead advantage.
Well, Denver has given up early leads almost all weekend and always come back. I wonder if that's being used to skating at altitude.
All that high altitude training definitely paying off. And Denver coming out with 2 upsets of the 4 we've had so far in this tournament. So proving themselves to be a force to be reckoned with. Stelly trying to move back to get a bit of running room, but Southern Discomfort sucking back, taking all of that space away. They are anchored by number 14, Sandroid from Southern Discomfort.
Good call.
Ferris
Give them
Dueler.
blockers some love.
Ferris Dueler at the top of that pack gets out for the initial after a hard fight. And that jam will come to a conclusion. Looks like 4 points will be awarded to Denver.
Jam Master J going to be the jammer record for Southern Discomfort. Sparrow wearing the star for the ground control. 5 seconds called on the floor.
Jammers jostling for position as the whistle blows. Jam Master J hugging that outside line, but Denver ground control not quite able to take him out of bounds. He will come out with lead jam. Sparrow at the back of the pack has 2 left to beat. That will be Spectral. And some other blockers I cannot identify as we are on the opposite side of the track, but I'm sure they're doing a great job. I see number 76, Illbilly, giving some assistance with Spectral. Jam coming to an end. 4 more going to Southern Discomfort.
Well, I want to give some official love right now.
Let's do
The
that.
officials for this game is All in Your Grill, Rockstar, Ogre, Dillagaff, Shugs Bunny, Pete in the Pool, Darth Bling, Nacho, Sharkmedes, KT Massacre, Andy Oakley, Fatal Exception, Wisp Herder, Chiropractor, Geonitter, Cheshire, Push Up Zebra. That's our dynamite group of officials for this game.
And of course, I talk about how hard Denver's been working all weekend, having played their 5th game. Of course, these officials have been working every other game all weekend, so a little bit more, and they have to skate the entire game. So I bet they are feeling it here on day number 3.
Thanks to our Uber producer, Loose Chains. Remember, if you want to say something to us or tell us what we're doing wrong or anything, use the hashtag MRDA champs on the Twitter sphere. We might even give you a shout out if you're nice enough to us and we feel that you need one. We will give you a shout out. Anything else I forgot to say? I think I'm good on that.
think we are good for shout-outs. And once again, thank you to our 808 Roller Skate Penalty Box sponsor. Of course, we secured that sponsorship during your game yesterday, saying, everybody keeps going to this penalty box. I would like it to be named something.
Thank you, 808. We appreciate you watching the stream. We appreciate you opening up the purse. And we hope we give you enough love. For more information, go to 808rollerskates.com. Also want to talk about 360 Painting of Arvada. It's your solution for all your painting needs, and they do both exterior and exterior painting, as well as staining fences and decks. Call 360 Painting of Arvada today at 720-940-3887 to schedule your free estimate. Mention Champs for your discount. Of course, that's for my Colorado friends here. If you're watching in another state, they might come paint your house. Call them up and ask them.
Always ask first. By the way, I'm not exactly local. We are in an official review brought on behalf of Denver. We will bring you those details as soon as they are available. We have a dazzle of refs in the infield currently discussing the happenings of the last jam.
Absolutely. Also want to give some love to Left Turn Clothing and Strong Athletic. Strong Athletic started by Smarty Pants in 2014. Gear for everybody, not just roller derby people. Go to strongathletic.com. Our head ref is talking to the captains right now to explain what's going on.
And here comes our fabulous alt ref to give details to our producer.
Ooh. Somebody wanted a charge call. They did the review, and it appears that there is a charge call, so that the review will be retained. And that was Denver that asked for the official review, and they won.
So that looks like Jam Master Jay reporting to that penalty box, giving a power start to Denver. They're going to send out Ferguson with the star.
Isn't that cool?
Blockers eagerly poised at that jammer line in a nice L formation. It's like all the teams are working together to make a perfect shape. Denver moving in, clearing that inside line beautifully. Will get Ferguson out like clockwork.
Whatever works, you know what I'm saying? An L works, you do the L.
Absolutely. Cruz trying to maintain that pack definition at the back, holding Brains at bay.
4 points awarded on that scoring pass.
Jam Master Jay with star in hand, getting low, hoping that Denver won't notice his return. Unfortunately, they were too quick on that upkeep. Rivera with the force out on the in, bridge back by Cruz.
Sam Joy and Brains anchoring that defense of Southern Discomfort.
Ferguson taking a hit to that infield. Will readjust those wrist guards before running up that inside lane, securing another full scoring pass.
Thorn Flakes also helping out on that defense on his birthday weekend.
What a way to celebrate your birthday weekend. Come get knocked around in Denver. Ferguson getting out with another full 4 points. We'll bring that to a conclusion. Denver scoring 12 in that jam, bringing them up to 28.
Thank you, beautiful Banshee, for all that love out there in the Twitterverse. We appreciate it. And hi to Barry Cherry over there across the pond for sending her husband over here to be an official. Gotta love that. Hope you're having a great, whatever it is over there. Is it day? Is it night? I don't really know. Stelly's wearing the star for the ground control, and that is Fluke.
Indeed it is. Fluke finding daylight on that outside. Number 77, Cotton, tried to get a piece of him, unfortunately went out of bounds, so Fluke has the lead advantage. Stelly getting knocked to that outside, bridge back by Spectral. A beautiful spin move around that inside, stopping briefly to knock Spectral back into the infield. Gets initial pass.
Fluke surfing through that pack once more. I say that. He likes to surf when he's not roller skating, as most roller skaters do.
I wouldn't know much about that. I am far too north and a little too landlocked.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, I got the beach in the Gulf of Mexico right there where I live, so it's really, really cool.
Oh, poor thing with all that heat.
Reaper's going to be the jammer record for the Southern Discomfort. Penny Depressant wearing the star for the ground control. Quick shout out to Houston Men's Roller Derby and Waya and everybody else that's watching on the stream. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the love you're giving me right now.
Just a jumble of a pack at the top of turn number 1. Looks like Reaper might come out on top. He does. Antidepressant sprinting past Brains' last-ditch effort block.
It's a jammer race back to the pack.
Jammer race.
Reaper wins it, picks up 1 point, and calls it off.
Antidepressant trying to get low and sneak around that outside. Unfortunately, not quick enough to secure any points, but hey, he looked cool.
Jam number 16 in the books. Coming up in Jam 17, we got Stelly donning that star for the ground control. Ferris Jeweler going to put the star on his helmet for the Knights of Discomfort.
An interesting starting position for the Denver Blockers, but it worked in their favor. They were able to hold Ferris Jeweler at bay. Stelly taking a hit to that outside, and no lead will be assessed. A cut track will be assessed. Ooh. Ferris Jeweler, however, has removed the star. So unless he puts it back on and fights his way through the pack legally, no lead will be established. And looks like we'll go the full 2 minutes.
I think that's going to happen as Stelly sets over there in the 808 penalty box.
Ferris Jeweler taking a trip to that outside, opted to put the star cover back on. So if he can fight his way through legally, lead will go to So Disco.
Not a sponsor anymore. They didn't
Stelly
pay.
coming back in for a scoring pass. Ferris Jeweler at the front, but the ground control, 3-wall rotating furiously in front. Judgment Day holding Ferris Jeweler at bay, enough for Stelly to get by. That looks like Stelly's initial pass. Ferris Jeweler putting up 4 points. Coming back into the fray. Stelly still battling it out at the back of the pack, but sees daylight, gets past the hips of Illbilly with some fancy footwork. Puts 4 on the board for Denver. Denver 3-wall doing a beautiful job holding Ferris Jeweler back. They are anchored by Cotton, Williams, and number 43, Chris with a K, laying out some punishing hits. Looks like Chris with a K will pick up a forearm penalty for that one. He will join 2 blockers for Southern Discomfort in the 808 roller skate penalty box.
Those 4 whistles are going to bring that jam to a close, but not before 3 more points are awarded. That's 19 points in the jam for both teams. 7 for Southern Discomfort, 12 for Denver. And it looks like the Southern Discomfort Knights of Discomfort are going with a 4-jammer rotation, and Denver's just sending out whoever they think can get lead right at the time, I think. Disco Acres being sneaky with who she sends out on the jam line. Sparrow's wearing the star for the ground control right now, and that's Jam Master J wearing it for the Knights of Discomfort.
Southern Discomfort doing a last-minute adjustment before that jam whistle, taking away all of Sparrow's space. Looks like Baby Stelly will be joining Chris with a K in 808 roller skate penalty box. Lead advantage goes to Jam Master J. Sparrow out on the initial pass. Jam Master J will hit the pack and quit it. 4 more going to Southern Discomfort.
I want to talk about our good friends over at 187 Killer Pads. Designed, tested, and trusted by top pros since 1999. 187 Killer Pads. New slim knees, ergonomic designs made with the best materials and tested by the top pros. For more information, go to 187killerpads.com.
Looks like we are going to have an official timeout. Medics attending to one of the skaters at the conclusion of the jam.
Let's talk about 888 helmets. The certified Sweat Saver helmets have different shell sizes and plush stick liners that give you 16 custom sizing options. Find your fit with AAA. Also, Sisu mouth guards. The best mouth guards in the whole wide world allow you to talk, breathe, and drink. They got 14 colors and 5 styles. For more information, go to sisu.com.
And once again, we would love to thank 5on5 Media. We can't thank them enough for providing the stream for this weekend. 5on5 Media is dedicated to flat track roller derby. We offer practical advice to skaters to help with their business and their skills, as well as keep them up to date on what's happening in the derby world. Gift subscriptions are also available for like derby specials, someone in your life. Check them out, 5on5media.com today. Don't forget the holidays are coming up. Maybe a subscription to 5on5 Media is just what the doctor ordered.
Major love to Leslie, my new Facebook friend.
Leslie Nobe on loan to us from the Pawnee Parks and Rec Department.
Ferguson wearing the star for the ground control. That's Reaper wearing the star for Southern Discomfort. 12 points is the high for dinner, twice on the board, once by Stelly and once by Ferguson, who's wearing the star right now.
Chris with a K only had 1 second to serve in that penalty box, so as that whistle went, he was off like a shot, but not before Reaper came out with lead status for Southern Discomfort. Cotton with the force out on Reaper will force him to bridge back, allowing Denver to set up a 3-wall. Looks like Ferguson with the star in hand almost got out, but a forearm penalty, and it looks like it will be 2 penalties as a misconduct was added. A full 1-minute power jam for Reaper.
Denver's locked down that defense. Reaper's not getting through there right now. And just as I say that, Reaper does and gets 4 points on that pass.
Southern Discomfort trying to hold Baby Stelly at bay, hoping to maintain pack definition with them. Illbilly laying a hard shoulder hit onto Stelly will earn him a trip to the box. That'll bring our jam to an end. Full 4 going to Southern Discomfort.
Fun fact about the Knights of Discomfort. Do you know how to become a knight?
I do not, but from what I learned on Game of Thrones, you just need another knight to knight you.
Okay, well, in the olden days, you had to be a page, and you had to do the whole page thing, and then you became a squire, and you were a squire until you got knighted. So, page, squire, and knight. We got Blitzkrieg, owner of a 15-point jam in Game 1. That is the biggest jam point scoring for Southern Discomfort, and that was in Jam 1. And Blitzkrieg does have lead jammer status in this jam, which is Jam 20.
You see Broderick anchoring that 4-wall from Denver, and he will be the last line of defense. Blitzkrieg out on a full scoring pass. Blockers are going to jostle for position. It'll force Denver into a 2-and-2 formation. Blitzkrieg takes full advantage and just hops that apex, gets 4 easy points.
Absolutely. 808 penalty box now set and empty. As skaters are minding their P's and Q's at the moment, or dotting their I's and crossing their T's, however you want to say it.
Ferguson taking a brief knee tap, but only the one hand out of bounds means he can remain in bounds. Jam will be called, though, before Denver can score any points. 12 going to the Knights.
13. I saw a finger up there.
13. Lucky number 13 for So Disco.
Stelly's going to be the jammer record for the ground control, and that looks like fluke. It is fluke.
And we are just about to head into jam number 21. We've still got about 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Blockers eagerly awaiting Denver doing those last-minute adjustments before the jam whistle blows.
Scrum start. Fluke tries to go around on the outside, but runs into Broderick. Stelly goes to the outside, and Fluke cuts to on the inside and is awarded lead. We got a jammer race back to the pack. Stelly and Fluke exchanging a couple of blows here in the front straightaway.
Fluke with his wingspan poised to call that one off, does so just as Stelly is about to do some damage. Goose eggs.
Southern Discomfort with 4 lead jams in a row. Gonna send Jam Master J to wear the star to get number 5. Sparrow's gonna try to stop that for the ground control though.
We still got one blocker sitting in our 808 roller skate penalty box on the Southern Discomfort side, so a slight pack advantage going to Denver ground control.
They really backed up on that one, didn't they?
Absolutely. Taking away all of that space is sometimes the only way to stop some of these powerhouse blockers. One of them being Sparrow, running through that pack, picking up lead.
I knew Sparrow was going to stop that streak.
And Broderick doing an apex hop. Not something you see too often from blockers, but got him to the front quickly enough to slow Jam Master J down just a half a second. Sparrow out with the full 4.
And calls it off with 2:57 left in this first frame. Stelly's going to be the jammer record for the ground control when we start jam number 23, Blitzkrieg, going out there one more time for the Knights of Discomfort to wear that star. Blitzkrieg trying to put that large body right there in front of Stelly. The whistle starts, and both jammers trying to play a little defense.
Blitzkrieg ensuring that that Southern Discomfort tripod captures Stelly before capturing lead advantage for himself. Stelly bending backwards briefly, managing to stay in bounds. Currently remove the star. Bumped out by Spectral, but will not pick up a cut track penalty as he had already secured that point. Blitzkrieg will call that one off, earning 3 points.
82-44, 2 minutes left in this first half. I got to say something about the patience of Blitzkrieg to get through that pack. It wasn't no hole open, and he just kind of Blitzkrieg through there, and a hole opened up right in front of him.
You have to wonder what comes first sometimes, the derby name or the style of play, or is it just synonymous with each other?
Absolutely. Ferris Jeweler to jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. That is Penny Depressant wearing the star for the ground control.
Penny Depressant taking a sharp cut to that outside. Unfortunately, we'll do a little baseball slide and we'll have to come into the back. Looks like number 3 from Southern Discomfort, or could be number 5, Shane Aisbit, shutting down lane number 1. Keeping Penny Depressant at the back of the pack. Ferris Jeweler taking a tumble. Looks like lead will be awarded, though.
Denver's going to lose Rivera to the penalty box, the 808 penalty box. Pack advantage for the Knights of Discomfort at the moment.
Schneider at the top of that pack, not making it an easy pass for Ferris Jeweler, holding him back for just a few extra seconds. And Penny Depressant heading to that 808 roller skate box means we have another power jam.
A power jam. They're going to be joined by one of the blockers from the Southern Discomfort.
And it'll be all up to Ferris Jeweler to see if he wants to let this period clock expire. No, he will not. Looks like we'll have time for one more jam in this half as Denver Ground Control calls an official review. We would like to give a shout out to Moonshine Co. Moonshine shorts are designed, handmade, and operated by single moms out of San Luis Obispo on the central coast of California. Look at me saying Spanish names. With fabrics made in the USA, Moonshine now also carries men's shorts in 3 different lengths. In addition to our shorts and capris for women and children, you can make your moonshine with Moonshine shorts at makeyourmoonshine.com and at Derby Warehouse. And one of the lovely volunteers at Moonshine Co. also has a Derby named Moonshine. So you can literally get your moonshine from Moonshine at Moonshine.
At Moonshine. That's repetitive. I like it. One more quick shout out to 5 on 5 Media, the best little company in the whole wide world, keeping our stream alive and going all weekend long.
And they have been busy for the last 4 weekends, I believe. B-Team Champs.
Thin Air Throwdown.
Thin Air Throwdown. Juniors.
Juniors.
Altercation
at
sorry.
Elevation.
And
the
now-
most awesome bout ever in the history of bouts.
And now,
If I could add that.
here we are, rounding out a month of Derby tournament action with 2019 MRDA champs.
Just it beautiful, and the reason that it happened I thought was pretty really cool. When we get back to the action on the track, Reaper will be the jammer of record for the Knights of Discomfort. Ferguson will wear the star for the ground control if this stays like it is. We have a jammer for the ground control sitting in the 808 penalty box. Ferguson's got a star out on the track. We'll see what happens.
Denver looking pretty confident in the outcome, but always best to field a jammer just in case. You never know how
You know
these
what
things will end
happens
up.
when you win your first official review? You think you can challenge everything.
Well, and with only 23 seconds left in this period, why not go for broke? Because you're just going to get another official review in the next half anyway.
So we know you're waiting for these last 23 seconds so you can go refresh your beverage. Go ahead and hydrate and finish off the last sip you have right now. That tastes so good. Thank you for hydrating if you're playing along at home. And thank you for watching on the stream. It wouldn't really do us any good to be here broadcasting roller derby if you weren't home watching it. And we really, really love that you're doing that. And from all of us here at the table, we want to give you our love.
Absolutely. And stick around. We've got more derby action coming at you today.
All day.
The battle for third place between Texas and Vancouver Murder, followed by our championship game. The four-time champion St. Louis Gatekeepers will take on Magic City Misfits, both respective number 1 and 2 seed, battling it out. Sorry, we're straining to hear the results of that official review.
I didn't really catch what was going on.
I don't see any movement in our 808 roller
We're
skate
going to go
penalty
ahead and
box.
speculate. I don't see Ferguson still out there on the floor. So ground control does have a jammer in the box. Reaper is the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. There is 22 seconds on the period clock. And Reaper is declared lead.
But antidepressant off like a shot off of his penalty. Southern Discomfort is ready and waiting. But 1984 of Denver, that's Williams, will clear that inside line. Get antidepressant through for the initial.
Reaper with that track awareness picks up one more point and calls it off. And that will take us into the halftime.
What an exciting first half it was. Southern Discomfort getting closer to that triple-digit mark, sitting at 95. Denver at 44.
When we come back from halftime, we will explain what that official review was for. So on behalf of our producer, Loose Change, and our awesome 5-on-5 media representative, Leslie, I am Johnny Pepper.
And I am Sonia Blade.
And we'll see you in about 11 minutes. All right. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I am Sonia Blade.
We are back from halftime. A little information to impart for you good folks at home. High point scoring was in Jam 1 with Blitzkrieg. I know I told y'all about that before. And for Denver, it was 12. One for Ferguson, one for Stelly. Jam penalties. Southern Discomfort has 1. Jammer penalties on the ground control. They have 6. Penalties total. Southern Comfort has 12. Denver has 16. And it's 95-44. So hopefully Denver at the halftime went and talked about their penalty thing that they need to try to clean up if they want to prevail in this game.
But no skater looks like they're in real penalty trouble. Denver has 2 with 3 penalties. All the rest have 2 or
What's
less.
that review about?
Southern Discomfort has 1 blocker with 4, 1 blocker with 3, and everybody else has 2 penalties. So keeping it fairly clean.
When we get to the action on the track, in about 20 seconds, Reaper will be the jammer of record for the Knights of Discomfort, and Stelly will be wearing the star for the ground control.
The star.
I know I promised you, good people, that I would let you know what that official review was about. I was fixing to make something up, but our Uber producer, Loose Change, is going to go find out the real deal, so I'm not going to lie to you.
We would rather feed you correct information
Yes.
than misinform and fix later. Pack lining up at that pivot line that gives Stelly and Reaper a running start. Stelly getting caught up in the middle of that Southern Discomfort 3 wall.
Reaper trying to use advantage of that chaos in the middle. Goes around on the outside, is awarded lead jammer status.
A swing and a miss from Chris with a K will get Reaper out. Stelly out for the initial pass, and Denver will lose their pivot to the box. That is number 207, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. I wanted to say something about his defense. He was turning around so fast he couldn't stop, and that's how he drew the penalty.
A whirling dervish.
It really was like the Tasmanian devil off to the 808 penalty box. Sometimes when you start spinning, it's hard to stop.
Absolutely, that momentum keeps you going. And up here, a mile above sea level with less oxygen, the laws of gravity and physics seem to not exist. Sometimes, when you see those apex jumps anyway. We've got Ferguson on the jam line. He's up against Jam Master J. Jam Master J finds a wide open lane. Rivera tries to shut it down. Can't quite do so, but Ferguson is out first with lead.
Yeah, I think Jam Master J might have stepped out and had to recycle a bit, and that's what stopped the momentum that gave Ferguson the lead jammer status.
Smart move, playing it safe, keeping those jammer penalties low. Southern Discomfort is almost at that triple-digit mark.
Judgment Day is released from the 808 penalty box, but Denver Ground Control loses another blocker to the 808 penalty box, as they will start the next jam 1 skater short.
Denver picking up 3 on that last scoring pass, bringing them to 47 against Southern Discomfort's 99.
Thanks to my awesome producer, Loose Change, the official review right before halftime, Denver wanted to question a call. The referees looked at the situation and didn't really buy it, so the no call stands.
We've got Stelly up against Fluke, your jammers of record. Fluke trying to find that inside line, but Judgment Day, and looks like it could be Cotton shutting it down. Nevertheless, Fluke is out first with lead. Stelly removing that star cover.
Fluke with a beautiful apex jump, but doesn't quite nail the landing, forced to recycle all the way back to the pivot line.
Stelly holding that star cover up, hoping that his pivot will notice. Unfortunately, Judgment Day is busy trying to keep Fluke at bay, slowing him down momentarily before picking up 4 points. And here we see Stelly reporting to our 808 skate penalty box, joined by Illbilly.
Illbilly, the super pivot for the Knights of Discomfort. In the 808 penalty box, being joined by number 15, Skelton.
Fluke getting bridged back the long way by Baby Stelly, likely looking for a bit of revenge for sending his brother to the box.
And our officials are just passing out penalties over there in turn number 3. I didn't see what it was, but the Denver pivot is also in the 808 penalty box.
So we have Spectral and number 1314, Robert the Bruise, your blockers for Southern Discomfort. They will be joined... Not joined. Yes, joined. By number 15, Skeleton. And then we will see Robert the Bruise exiting the track for a penalty. 1 blocker apiece in the box.
12 points awarded on that jam to the Knights of Discomfort. Goose egg for the ground control with 26:04 left in this game. I don't know if you can hear, but Lady Scratch is playing some Zepp, and I really, really dig that. So
Yeah, Lady Sky's doing a fantastic job all weekend, giving us some pumped up jams in between play. We've got Sparrow on the jam line up against Ferris Dueler. Ferris trying with all his might to stay in bounds, push his way against that tripod, but Sparrow is out first with lead. A little hop over that apex will allow Denver to waterfall in front and set up a 3-wall. Looks like number 40, Broderick, not going to make it an easy pass for Ferris.
Robert the Bruise standing up in the 808 penalty box and about to join the action on the track.
And Broderick will report to the penalty box. He will join Rivera. Sparrow is out with lead. Did not notice Ferris Dueler having a bit of extra speed on him, getting past. So Pack is starting to pick up speed. We've got a USARS jam going on, it looks like.
I'll pick out what you're throwing down there. I like it.
Sometimes we switch up those play styles just to keep things interesting here.
Wow, where did that breeze come from? Did you feel that?
That breeze would be none other than our fast-moving Pack.
Man, that felt good. Reaper's going to be the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. Ferguson's going to wear the star for the ground control. I see 3 blockers in the 808 penalty box for the ground control and 1 for the Knights of Discomfort. That is a whole bunch of pack advantage for the Knights of Discomfort.
Yep, Cotton positionally blocking just enough to slow Reaper down to take that cut to the inside, but still comes out with lead status. Rivera trying to chase Reaper out of the pack, but Reaper still has 4 points. Ferguson with star in hand has completed the initial.
Broderick out of the 808 penalty box and back into the fray.
And much to the crowd's, I believe,
delight,
approval, as it happened right in front of them. 3 points will go to the Knights of Discomfort.
That is a wild crowd down there. We do have a couple of people in the 808 penalty box. That is the Jammer Reaper for Southern Discomfort. So this next jam will be a power start situation for the ground control.
So I'm guessing those cheers came from the hometown Denver crowd, who are happy to be starting the next jam with a power start. It's like we have a team timeout called by Southern Discomfort.
Team timeout brought to you by 5 on 5 Media. Pick up your digital or print subscription today to gain access to over a decade of archived issues and recent broadcasts. Gift subscriptions are also available for that special derby someone in your life. Check them out on 5on5.com today. Don't wait. Do it today.
We would like to thank Death and Glory Skate Shop. DeathAndGlorySkate.com is a new quad shop and gear website bringing more fun to Colorado and all of North America. Death and Glory have years of boot fitting experience and offer a fun relational experience every time. Check them out at DeathAndGlorySkate.com.
Please, DeathAndGlorySkate.com.
And they have a pretty metal logo, too.
Absolutely. And they've been here all weekend, kind of in the corner, and they haven't got a lot of foot traffic. Please give them some love today. Go to the website, check out their wares.
So the next jam, we will see Stelly on his lonesome.
It's a power jam.
No big deal. Just power jam.
Reaper's getting a 30-second reprieve from the action in the 808 penalty box, though.
Stelly with that speed skater formation, striding beautifully around the track, comes back into play. But Southern Discomfort moving back, taking every inch of space away. But unfortunately, that positioned them right on the apex for Stelly to hop. Reaper is out on the initial pass. Stelly about to come into play, not losing an ounce of speed. Looks like number 08, Kaizen, will get a piece of him. And Stelly will pick up 3 points. Looks like he is a little upset about the delay of the call-off. Or maybe he just wants to feel how tight his butt is. I don't know. Could be either one.
Could be either one.
He could just be demonstrating
They
his
were
athleticism.
talking to each other with both had smiles on their faces. I wanted to talk about maybe a little strategy. See those chairs over there in the 808 penalty box? Those are cushioned. They're very, very comfortable. The benches over there, on the other hand, are kind of metal benches. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't want somebody to go commit a penalty to have a comfortable chair. I'm saying if you do, that's what you get.
So, not entirely a loss. You do get to sit on the nice chairs, but preferably you want to stay uncomfortable and legal in play. We just saw Ferguson hit it and quit it in the pack 4 going to Denver.
Absolutely. 4 points in that jam awarded. A super quick jam, less than 30 seconds. Because we were talking about the comfortable chairs in the 808 penalty box. We're sorry, but we wanted to let you people at home know. Ferris Jewelers going to be the jammer record for the Night of Discomfort, and that is Stelly wearing the star for the ground control in what will be jam number 8.
All decked out in stars. The star on the helmet, the star-spangled skates. Just a jumble of blockers at turn number 1, and they split apart just enough to let Ferris Jeweler get lead.
That's going to stop a streak of back-to-back jams by Denver. Ferris Jeweler coming around for another scoring pass, picks up 2 points, and calls it off.
Yeah, unfortunately, running into one of his own blockers slowed his momentum down enough, saw the threat from Stelly coming, calls it off.
Remember, if you want to interact with us or maybe even get a shout-out, use the hashtag MRDA Champs on the Twitter, and we might give you a shout-out.
Yeah, or if you have a special message you want to pass along to somebody, send it our way, and maybe we'll get it on the air.
And maybe we will. Blitzkrieg, the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. That is Sparrow wearing the star for the ground control.
It's like Robert the Bruise will have the bridge back on that one. Oh, Blitzkrieg getting called for a forearm. Another power jam scenario goes to the ground control. Sparrow just has one left to beat. That's Spectral. He gets lead. Ground control looks like they are going to keep Spectral with them at the back of the pack to maintain pack definition exactly where they want it. Sudden Discomfort with the force out, though, and Sparrow will call that one off.
I wanted to talk about that defense of Spectral and Skeleton anchored down over there in turn 2. Keeping Sparrow at bay most of the time over there. Coming up in jam number 10 in the second half, Ferguson will wear the star for the ground control. Blitzkrieg, the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort in the 808 penalty box, setting down as we speak.
Denver setting up with 3 on one side, 1 on the other, but opens up lane number 1, gets Ferguson out quickly.
You can't give Ferguson that inside lane. He's going to jump through every time.
Ground control moving in for some offense. That splits up Sudden Discomfort enough. They were quick to waterfall in front. That was Thornflakes, the last blocker for Ferguson to get through to get all 4.
I think Ferguson was breaking some laws of physics over there as he was hopping around, skating backwards and then going forwards. It was just mind-blowing.
It's like Rivera picking up a forearm penalty, trying to force out Blitzkrieg. But it did have the effect he intended. Blitzkrieg did have to recycle to the back and will have to fight through Denver's 3-wall once again. Baby Stelly not giving him a lot of room to work with, moving seamlessly across the track. There goes Schneider to finish that job. Looks like Schneider will report to the box for a low block penalty. And Blitzkrieg will be joining them.
I believe we're going to have an official review after this jam is over. And look at me, I'm a prophet.
I think that would be a good idea.
I want to talk about...
Let's talk about our penalty box sponsor.
Okay.
We've got 808 Roller Skate. They've been serving the roller derby community since 2010. Visit them at 808rollerskate.com.
That is 808rollerskate.com. 808rollerskate.com.
808.
If you do things 3 times, it sticks in the memory so that they will do that. That's 808 roller skate.
And isn't there something about it rhyming too? 808 roller skate is pretty easy to remember.
Absolutely. Also want to talk about our good friends over at skaterats.com. Spelled a little differently. SK8, RATZ.com. Skaterats.com. One of the newest online full service roller skate shops. One of the best roller skate shops in the whole wide world. Go to skaterats.com. Check it out.
And also, 888 has these certified Sweat Saver helmets, and they come in different shell sizes and plush thick liners that give you 13 custom sizing options. 16 custom sizing options. Find your fit with 888.
Sisu mouth guards. Talk, breathe, and drink. More protection, less mouth guards. Sisu. Pick from 14 colors and 5 styles. That is Sisu. For more information, go to sisu.com.
Here comes our fabulous alt-ref to give us the details of that official review.
Southern Discomfort wanted to question something that happened on the last jam. The referees looked at it. They didn't see it, so they will lose their review for this half. Correct? They wanted a high block and then removed, and it's not, so the call stands.
No movement in our 808 roller skate penalty box means Stelly will be on a power start. Southern Discomfort with the sneaky bridge back. That is Robert the Bruise, making Stelly work just that much harder to earn that lead status.
Judgment Day off to the 808 penalty box.
Stelly trying to do that hop on the outside, but Robert the Bruise with the bridge back once again. Southern Discomfort doing an incredible job of killing that 30-second penalty. Blitzkrieg is out in front and just has to get past Rivera. Picks up lead.
From the box to the lead jammer status.
Stelly taking a hit to that outside. Looks like he will opt to remove that star cover. Judgment Day coming in, taking care of 2 of those Southern Discomfort blockers. Oh, and a cut track penalty assessed to Stelly. Power jam goes to Blitzkrieg, who immediately calls that one off.
Freezing the ground control jammer in the box. That means a power start situation for the Knights of Discomfort. The Knights of Discomfort also have only one clock stoppages remaining. Clock stoppage remaining. That was kind of hard to say right there.
And if anybody is paying attention on the feed and you are taking a look at the crew cleaning up the track, that is none other than the local Scald Eagle and Lady Trample, also known as the Buskovics.
Buskovics.
I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yes.
Reaper finds room on that inside lane, quickly picks up lead, and Southern Discomfort will lose a second blocker to our 808 roller skate penalty box.
That's Asbet. He's going to join Spectral over there in the 808 penalty box.
Cruz trying to draw the cut on Reaper, but Reaper had already secured that point. Looks like Schneider with the ultimate force out at the top of the turn number 2 will bridge him back the long way around.
Looks like the gate on the penalty box open as Stelly and Spectral get released at the same time. But Stelly, fast work getting through. Done skated 1 lap through on the initial, and Reaper calls it off.
Reaper trying to call it off. Unfortunately, the cut track was simultaneously assessed, so we will have a full 2 minutes as Stelly comes out on another scoring pass. We still have 1 minute remaining.
Stelly coming around on another scoring pass. Southern Discomfort's going to try to lock down that defense, but everybody in the Denver ground control defensive mode is going to try to make a hole.
Yeah, Denver tried to move their way through the front of that pack. Unfortunately, Southern Discomfort reformed in front, so they will have to form their offense from the front of the pack position. And with Reaper coming off of his penalty, they may be forced to abandon that. Stelly getting a little assist forward from Broderick.
Asbit knocked for another penalty in the 808 penalty box. Fun fact about Asbit, he is from Australia. Now playing for the Southern Discomfort. Stelly picking up 4 more points. That's 12. Matching his highest total so far.
And our jam clock ticks down to its natural conclusion. Stelly coming out with 12 points against Southern Discomfort's 8.
133 playing 84. 14 minutes left in this game. Fluke's going to be the jammer record when we get back to the action on the track. Ferguson's going to wear the store for the ground control.
And it looks like Southern Discomfort will be losing Asbit for the remainder of the game. A bit of confusion. They thought they had to replace Asbit in the penalty box, but it does not appear to be the case. But Spectral will report there on a penalty that he himself earned.
Ferguson does get lead jammer status in Jam 13. Fluke not far behind. We have a jammer race back to the pack, but that pack is just skating as fast as it can.
Yeah, that fast-moving pack giving us a nice breeze here at turn number 4. And Ferguson securing all 4 points, calls that one off.
Here at the lovely Foothills Fieldhouse in beautiful Denver, Colorado.
And if you were paying attention to the Facebooks, a lot of people complaining about the weather when they arrived Thursday and Friday. There was a lot of snow on the ground, but you would not be able to tell that if you went outside right now.
No.
It is, I don't know how many degrees difference. I'm from Canada, so it works a lot differently, but night and day difference.
Sparrow, the jammer record for the ground control. That is Ferris Jeweler wearing the star for the Knights of Discomfort.
A solid 2-all from Southern Discomfort at the front. Sparrow only has the pivot left to beat. That is number 08, Kaizen. Oh, looks like Sparrow called out for a forearm. Lead advantage goes to Ferris Jeweler.
Sparrow with that forearm to the 808 penalty box, leaving Ferris Jeweler out there in a power jam. But Ferris Jeweler called for an infraction, and that's going to release Sparrow. So Sparrow's now on the power jam for the ground control.
Pack at a standstill along the straightaway, eagerly awaiting Sparrow to come into action. Denver moving in to prevent Southern Discomfort from moving too far. But they were quick to adapt to that strategy, and the water falling in front. Kaizen with the ultimate force out on Sparrow will return to our 808 roller skate penalty box.
I love that water falling reference. I really dig that.
They call it something a little different everywhere you go, and it's always fun to
I always
hear.
thought it was a waterfall, and I try to put it in every call, but thank you.
It is my pleasure. Ferris Jeweler back into the fray. Cruz and Schneider are not going to make it an easy pass. Looks like Schneider picking up a multiplayer.
Going to the 808 penalty box.
Sparrow taking a trip to that outside, bridging back to turn number 4, and Southern Discomfort now has a full 4 blocking contingent to contend with. Ferris Jeweler only has 2 blockers from Denver to get past.
4 points awarded to Ferris Jeweler on that pass.
Baby Stelly off of his penalty, positions himself right in the middle of that Southern Discomfort tripod, splits them apart, and points will be awarded at the end. 3 going to Denver, but 18 points to So Disco.
Wow, 18 points for Southern Discomfort. The highest point scoring jam since Jam 1, where 15 points were scored.
And it looks like we will have another official review on behalf of Denver. Denver's still sitting with all 3 of their timeouts. Southern Discomfort only with 1 remaining, but we've got 10.5 minutes left in the second half.
I want to give a shout out to our good friends over at Left Turn Clothing. Made for people, not for genders. Go check it out at leftturn.com. Also, Strong Athletic. Strong Athletic has athletic wear for everyone, no matter what shape or size or whatever. StrongAthletic.com.
They have merch for players, announcers, photographers, NSOs, and I think that they should add fans as their next
If
venture.
you are breathing, you should go to Strong Athletic and get you something.
If you have a pulse, you should
Absolutely.
hit up Smarty Pants and get her to custom make you something to represent.
Smarty Pants is so cool.
Absolutely.
And she's from Texas, too, just like me.
Gotta love Texas.
Well, you know what they say.
The stars at night are bringing bright.
Dun, 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 dun. The Buskovik are doing track maintenance as well as cleaning. Helping out put some more track tape down on the track.
One thing I've noticed this weekend is there hasn't been a ton of tape maintenance that's had to be done, especially in the first 2 days. Maybe on day 3 it's getting a little worse for wear.
I was here on Thursday when the track got taped down. I brought my kids to help out. So Renee and Jason, thank you so much for helping out putting the tape down on the track. Denver was looking for a track cut on the Black Jammer. They didn't see it, so the no call will stand and Denver will lose their review. Denver does have 3 timeouts. Southern Discomfort only has 1 left. 151 for Southern Discomfort. I would make a rum reference, but I'm not going there. 91 for the Denver Ground Control. 10:30 left in this game. Blitzkrieg will be the jammer record for the Southern Discomfort. Stelly wearing the star for the Ground Control.
Pack opting to start closer to the pivot line. Denver might be moving back as the seconds tick down. Oh, and a last-second adjustment will find them at the top of the pack. Southern Discomfort position to take all of Stelly's space away, but a tumble from number 007, I believe. No, 087, Leah gets Stelly out, but not before Blitzkrieg earns lead. Picks up that 1 point from Cotton, calls it off.
There's a lot of physical action happening there in turn 1. Jam 15 in the book, 16 coming up. Jam Master J going to be the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. Ferguson's going to wear the star for the Ground Control. Both jammers exchanging a handshake before they get off to the roller derby.
And by looking at their skates, they have the exact same type of wheels on, too. So it looks like they are working in their favor. Oh, look, Jam Master J called for a forearm penalty. Ferguson has lead.
And it was on Ferguson, the forearm penalty. Southern Discomfort losing their pivot also as well to the 808 penalty box.
Rivera moving into clear lane number 1 for Ferguson. That'll get him through for a full 4-point pass.
Ferguson turning on those jets a little bit, trying to get back around, coming on to turn number 2. In the back straightaway, jukes around on the outside, makes a pirouette turn, but couldn't quite stick the landing.
No, put that second hand down, and that means he will have to bridge back, not earn any more of those jammer penalties on the Denver side. Jam Master J with the star in hand, gets out, gets initial. Ferguson sees the threat, calls it off, earns 7 points for Denver, almost at that triple-digit mark.
They are not knocking on that 100 door. Ferris Jewelers going to be the jammer record for Southern Discomfort, and Stelly's going to wear the star for Denver.
Jammers hanging out neck and neck as the whistle blows. Stelly ensuring that Ferris Dueler can't get too much speed behind him before approaching that Denver 3-wall at the front. Stelly finds daylight on the inside line, earns lead advantage. Unfortunately, Denver's pivot, number 207, Judgment Day, will report to the box. And they will also lose number 77, Cotton, just as Baby Stelly is released. That'll give Chris with a K a buddy to work with.
Skeleton, one of the Southern Discomfort blockers, is also in the 808 penalty box, joined by the pivot, which is 76. That's Ill Billy, the captain.
So we are going to have a micro pack for the start of the next jam. But as we have seen over this weekend, sometimes all you need is one blocker.
Sometimes that is all you need. Ferguson's going to wear the star for Denver.
Looks like Fluke will have the star for Southern Discomfort. And Ferguson gets room to run on that outside. Rivera fighting with all of his might at the top of the pack, somehow staying on one skate while blocking with his leg. Fluke is out with the initial.
Fluke has some awesome balance. And I think that helps out when you're surfing, you know?
Absolutely. It cannot hurt.
Denver with the first 3 leads in a row in this half. Denver on the comeback, 152 to 102, 6:24 left in this game, which is exactly what they need to do. It is anybody's game at this point. 6 minutes is enough time to catch up. Stelly's going to wear the star for the ground control. When we get back to the action, Reaper, talking to one of the refs, will wear the star for the Knights of Discomfort.
Have we told you about 187 Killer Pads? They have new slim knees, ergonomic design made with the best materials, designed and tested by the top pros.
Since 1999.
I heard there was a party that year.
Yes, there was a big party that year. Why were you not at that party?
I was a little young.
Okay.
I don't want to date myself, but I was not of optimal age to enjoy said party.
Fair enough. Stelly wearing the hat with the star for Denver. Reaper donning that star for Southern Discomfort.
Stelly taking a whip assist off of Broderick's jersey. Broderick going tumbling down on the outside, earning a trip to the 808 roller skate penalty box. Penalty, I did not see what was assessed. Stelly getting low on that outside, and Southern Discomfort pivot quick to reform up front. Stelly calling that one off. Looks like got a little jostled, but no harm, no foul. Let's go back and reset.
4 points to Denver. Chipping away at that lead. 152 playing 106. 5:40 left in this game. Blitzkrieg's going to put the star on his helmet for the Knights of Discomfort. Ferguson's going to stay out there with the star on his hat for the ground control.
Jammers with a bit of a running start, but didn't use it to their full advantage. They both checked their speed before coming into play. Blitzkrieg taking a trip that infield, gets pushed forward by Chris with a K. That'll give him lead, and jam is called.
A point-free jam, but not pointless. 152, 106, 5:17. The clock is frozen with the official timeout. This official timeout is brought to you by our good folks at 5on5 Media. We can't say enough good things about 5on5 Media. Get on over there after this game before the next game starts. Check it out. They have all good things. They offer practical advice to skaters to help with their business and their skills, as well as keep them up to date what's happening in the derby world. Each quarterly issue covers topics such as business, health, and fitness, games and coaching, rookie help, gear, international derby, and more. You can go check out all the good stuff at 5on5media.com. I want to thank all Denver Ground Control for being such awesome hosts all weekend. It's kind of sad that it's Sunday.
I know this wonderful run of 4 weekends in a row in Denver is coming to an end. The post-tournament blues will be upon us tomorrow.
Well, I got some derby stuff happening next weekend, too, so...
Oh, there you go.
It's all good.
It won't be down for too long.
It's all good. Do we have any shout-outs that we need to do? Zero of Hyrule. Cool. I understand about the Stellies. I get you. Who else? Oh, okay. I want to say hi to Houston Men's Roller Derby, who's watching back home. Thank y'all so much. Anybody you want to say hi to?
I can't think of anybody back home who might be watching this game. Maybe the game after this where we're going to see Vancouver taking on Texas.
There you go.
But if you are tuning in, we're in the middle of an injury timeout, which has just come to a conclusion. We still have...
Let's talk about our wonderful medics. We got to have medics here, and we hate to use them, but we are so very glad that they are here.
Absolutely, and they haven't been too busy over the course of at least the first couple of days. A little bit busier here on day number 3, but it's to be expected. It has been a hard-hitting tournament.
Why, thank you, brother. Can't wait to get home and see you. We are moments away from starting jam number 21. 5:17 left in this game.
And that rolling whistle means our official timeout is over. About to get underway. 5 seconds are ticking down. Denver doing some last-minute adjustments. Blitzkrieg quick to get to the top of that pack, but it is up to Rivera and number 257 to slow him down. Cannot do so.
That is 14 Sam Droid off to the 808 penalty box. I didn't see what the call was pretty early in that jam as Blitzkrieg got around and got lead designation.
Broderick off his penalty opts to stay at the back and help Stelly get through, trying to split those sudden discomfort blockers apart. Ground control positioning themselves at the top of the pack. Sudden discomfort trying to keep back definition with them. And seeing the threat, Blitzkrieg will call that one off.
Blitzkrieg, awesome track awareness, was looking at the clock, knew exactly when to call it off. We've got 4:25 left in this game. 156 playing 106. Ferris Jeweler is going to be the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. In this next jam, Sparrow is going to wear the star for the ground control.
Sparrow momentarily acting as a blocker to try and keep Ferris Jeweler at bay. Did not work out in his favor. So Sparrow will have to abandon that tactic and fight his way through as the jammer after all.
Fun fact about Ferris Jeweler, he likes to spend his off days watching black and white movies. I kind of like those old black and white movies myself.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
I'm sure they do.
Sparrow, now with the star in hand, steps over a tumbled blocker whose number I cannot see on the So Disco side. I believe that is Spectral. And the jam will be called off before Denver can score any points. 3 going to So Disco.
But not before a timeout is called, and this timeout is brought to you by 888, the certified sweat saver from 888 NYC. Fully certified, but with a better fit. Try it for yourself. And the certified sweat saver helmets have different shell sizes with plush, thick liners that give you 16 custom sizing options. Find your fit with 888.
You see the sudden discomfort pivot getting low on that line, but as we are in a team timeout, it is all for naught at the moment.
I want to give some more love to our penalty box sponsor, 808 Roller Skate, serving the roller derby community since 2010. Go visit them at 808rollerskate.com. Officials break up from that meeting they had in the middle. Everybody's getting back to their place.
And with our penalty box currently empty, let's have some 5 versus 5 for the next jam. Denver positioning themselves on that inside lane, and that is exactly where Fluke went. Stelly taking a tumble in the middle of the track. And baby Stelly giving his brother a bit of assistance. Looks like Fluke will be called off for a penalty. Power jam and lead goes to Denver ground control. Oh, it was a high block assessed on Fluke. Stelly running around that outside, and a switch of the feet will get him through legally for 4.
That was some really, really good skating over here in turn 4 right in front of our table.
Yeah, we have been privileged to some amazing footwork that some of you don't get to see on the feed at home to appreciate. Stelly out on a second scoring pass, and Fluke is off a penalty with fresh legs, ready to make that initial. Rivera and Broderick ready and waiting at the top of the pack. Broderick with the force out on Fluke. Rivera and Schneider opting to stay at the front as the last line of defense. Schneider not quite able to take Fluke out of bounds, so Fluke completes the initial pass. Stelly will call that one off. 11 points go to Denver.
Waning moments of this game with 138 and clicking. 159 to 116. Reaper will be the jammer record for the Knights of Discomfort. Penny DePressett wearing the star for the ground control.
And it looks like Denver ground control will be losing Broderick to the 7 penalty curse. He is going to be replaced in the penalty box. I believe it's by Williams, but I can confirm when he is out.
Reaper up on his toe stops, tapping out a little drum tune, trying to get through that wall of white in the front of the pack.
Trying out that old mile-high stomp here in Denver, something that hasn't been used for a couple years, but us old-school people remember it. Reaper back into the fray. Denver locking him down at the top of the pack. Illbilly forced to support his tripod and maintain that pack definition as the pack moves in. He moves in for some offense, getting Reaper out for lead.
Reaper, of course, with that gorgeous ginger beard.
There have been several ginger beards sported over the course of the weekend. I think they should form a club.
Yes, they should.
Reaper with lead is watching the seconds on the clock tick down. Looks like he's debating, do I want another scoring pass?
Do I want to get hit again? Really? Do I really, really want to?
But with this fast-moving pack, and
Reaper takes a hit from his own teammate. That is 15 Skelton.
Just as Robert the Bruise was trying to stay upright on that outside, Panty DePressett now through for the initial. Reaper taking a trip to that outside. Looking at his coaches, do you want me to call it? What should I do? Now our period clock has expired, but there are only 20 seconds left in the jam. Reaper will bring this game to its conclusion.
Not before 4 more points are awarded to Denver, though. In a valiant effort to try to catch up, falling just a little bit short. This is unofficial. We're still waiting for that one rolling whistle.
And it looks like that could be our final result. Southern Discomfort will come out with 166 points. Denver with 120. So Disco will place 5th. Denver is 6th. Up next, we are going to see Vancouver battling Texas for that 3rd place honor.
And one of those teams in that game is going to be getting a medal. So stick around. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I am Sonia Blade.
According to our Uber producer, Loose Change, and our 5on5 media consultant, Leslie. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and peace, love, and roller derby.